Good morning, friends and family. Amber here with Adventures in Leadership, wanting to do another Parenting Chapters video. First one of the year. It's been a while, but a lot of things have been happening. Good stuff coming for the year ahead. I wanted to share something. I have a sore throat, but I didn't want to wait. I was really moved upon to put some information out there today. I watched a video my mom gave me for Christmas called Serengeti. And they basically followed for an entire year cycle different groups of animals. And the wild dogs is the one I wanted to share today. And what I learned from that, I watched as the father, as it's a patriarchal order, just took care of the pups. He just kept them safe. He hunted, he fed them, and just protected them from any harm. And as they started to mature and become teenagers, he eventually had to start teaching them how to hunt themselves. And so that process began of him teaching. He'd say, "Watch me." And he would yip at them, bark at them, and they would sit and you'd watch them. Whereas before they were pups, they were at the den, he'd bring back the food. Now he was bringing them out to the field and he was showing them what to do. And over time, eventually you noticed that the pups would start to come and help their dad. And I remember on the first episode where the pups actually all worked together and took down their first prey. And they're all sitting there eating and they're completely engrossed in their success of what they've done. And the father's circling them, and I'm thinking, oh, he's probably so proud of them, to whatever measure they could feel that. And then he starts doing something interesting. He starts nipping at their butts, and he starts kind of distracting them while they're eating, and almost being an annoyance. And they'd ignore him for a little bit, and then they'd finally turn and, they kind of bark at him, and he just kept going around, and he would do this every time they had taken down an animal. And eventually, they started to chase their dad a considerable distance, and then they would come back. And the narrator said that what the father was doing was preparing them for the hyenas, because the hyenas were going to come, and the hyenas were going to try to steal their food, and they needed to know how to protect it. So while they didn't understand what was going on, it was necessary, and the father knew that. And sure enough, as a little bit more time went by, you saw the pups take down food, and the hyenas watching came in, tried to take away their food, and the pups knew how to fight them off and how to chase them away and to work together to secure their livelihood. And so I thought about how this pertains to us as parents. There's many times we have to do things that our children don't understand. That might seem irritating or annoying. They may be very unhappy with us. And if it's for their growth, if it's for their protection, if it's something that we've learned and we know that they need to be prepared for, we have to exercise that tough love and do what needs to be done. Because one day they're going to know why we did it. One day they're going to understand that we parented because it was needed to be done, not always the most popular thing. So think about areas of your life where you may be struggling on how to parent more than just be a friend, or what might be the next chapter or season for your child. And to remember that it's okay to not always be in favor with your kids. Sometimes they're not going to understand, but they're counting on you to be the adult, and they're counting on you to exercise the wisdom and the good judgment and the experience that you have, and then teach them that. So if you have any questions, if there's something that you particularly want to know, post it here and I'll address that directly. This is more of a template to be applied over whatever circumstances are pertinent to your family right now.